next, I think, since we're here, we could go and try to kill the Throne Watchers. Again, I'm trying to do all of the vanilla game-related stuff now. Also, you get a ton of lore from the king if you do all this first, get his crown, and then talk to him, and then you bring the DLC crowns each individually. If we do all that, then you get a bunch of lore from him, so I think that's the order we're going to do stuff. Okay, so we got to put on the King's Ring. Actually, wait, let's spend our souls. I don't want to... There's also something in Majula we can do. You know what? Let's do that first. Let's go to Majula. There's a nice, neat little Easter egg we can do there. We also need to reattune our spells. Yeah, I think we just keep going in faith now. Man, those 6 extra points in endurance are kind of killing me. I shouldn't have done that, but I can always respec just for that if I need. Okay, so you remember the the con artist lady who talks about needing miracles to move the walls in this area? Oh, I didn't reattune my spells. That's okay. We should be fine right now. Yeah, this is not my first playthrough. Killing the Throne Defenders will not lead straight into the fight because I haven't gotten all the Giants' memories. The crushed eye stirs.
You've had quite... You must have a... What a...
So I have bought all of her miracles just so that we won't lose them.
No need for the gods' frown.
So here, if we see the crushed eye stirs, we pick this up down in the Undead Asylum, or the Undead whatever it's called. Where is it? If you use it here, just like when you use it for Lautrec in the first Dark Souls, invade the world of a traitor. So we're going to get sent to an alternate dimension, Majula.
Curses. Puzzled me out, have you?
Nice spell.
Finish you off guilt-free.
Guilt-free, huh? Alright. Let me know how that works out for you. Oh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Holy shit. And she's going to heal herself for ages. That means Dark Orb. Man, she's got Emit Force. That does a butt ton of damage. She wasn't lying when she was like talking about how much she's into miracles. She's got a lot of poise too, you know? You can't stand up to the power of Dark Lady. Okay, stop casting that, please. Stop healing yourself also. Stop healing yourself also, please. That's not two-handed. God, the Emit Force. We can't get too close to her. That does a shit ton of damage. That's okay. That does decent damage. Just use this. Ah! Could she just use that non-stop? Because it certainly seems like it. And there's Emit Force. Lissy is the dumb invader with no name. Yeah, every so often she just pops in. Man, love it when my... Is she out of casts? No, of course not. Yeah, so she just randomly invades you. There we go. We'll keep her stun locked now and hopefully kill her. One more. Wow, thanks, character. Why am I turning around? What the hell, game? Just stop her from casting Emit Force. Okay, there we go. Jesus. So see, we got the Rotunda Lockstone, Soothing Sunlight, Idol's Chime, all that good stuff. We already had her gear, so now we have 2 sets of it. So yeah, she just had a Lockstone, and that's what opens this up. So yeah, Lycia every so often just invades you as a Red Phantom, so that's why she's considered a traitor, and then you can find and kill her as your own Red Phantom, which is neat. Dude, I see you talking about Arcane. I get it. Thank you. Okay, so Throne Defenders. Let's reattune our spells. Should I try to solo the Throne Defenders, or should I summon in Benhart? There's 2 other bosses I could complete Benhart's quest with as well. Throne Defenders feels sort of fitting for him. Okay, we got 3 Dark Orbs. We're going to put Dark Weapon back on. And then I'll do Crystal Magic Weapon because it's cool, in case we ever need it. And then Repair, Cast Light. These are all pretty good options. Soul Greatsword is also fun. Magic is OP in DS2 until you get to the DLCs. Then everything is super resistant to it. That's why I have a giant sword in anticipation of that. Let's grab Chaos Storm and Flash Sweat. Coolio. So I'm going to try the Throne Defenders at least once by myself. They're interesting. There's 2 of them, and you have to kill them within a certain period of time of each other. So you can't just, like, burst one down and then it's 1v2. You have to kill them both around the same time. We also need to equip... we already have the King's Ring equipped. Alrighty. That's why we were casting so slow, I guess. So we're going to head down to the Throne of Want. The Throne of Want, there are 3 boss fights in a row if you've done enough in the game. So if you have all the Giants memories, you fight the Throne Watchers, the final boss, and then the secret final boss. Assuming you've done all the prerequisites. We haven't done the Giants memories, though, so that's why I'm going to go and kill these guys now. That way we can leave, finish Kale's quest, get his helm, give it to Navlan, do the 3rd Navlan assassination quest. That way we finished Navlan's quest. We would have done all the NPC quests except Benhart. There is 1 boss in the DLCs I'm going to summon him in for, though, that will definitely complete his quest no matter what. Unless we feel that we need to summon him in for this fight, but I don't think that will be necessary. Thanks, Shurclastic. Thanks for reiterating that. I almost missed it. If only you could summon Sellsword Lewit. I think Sellsword Lewit's available in some of the DLCs. We'll keep an eye out for him. Sellsword Lewit is the man. I also could consider summoning other players. I do want some sunlight medals, so... Okay, here we go. So this fight just requires a ton of patience because, again, there's 2, and you have to wait for them to basically use all of their attacks. Before you try to hit them. You have to wait for them to use their combos. It's kind of irritating if you ask me. So, like, now would be a good time to hit at least one of them. Ow. It's a nice flip. Okay, so then we take our hit on this guy. Notice they don't have that much health. It's just timing it so you can kill both. And then they get stronger weapons. Somehow I dodged that. Okay, I deserve that. The white one is the one you really got to keep an eye on. The other one just shambles around after you, and as long as you're not close, he doesn't really run at you. The other one, though, you can see he like leaps back and stabs you. So I think we can do this without having to summon in Benhart. But again, we could just make sure complete Benhart's quest right away. An irritating thing here is you have to put on the King's Ring every time to come through this door. So just because of that, it is tempting to, it is tempting just to summon in Benhart to get this over with so we don't have to do this every time. I can't use pine resin. My weapon is infused. Or are you talking about the enemies having pine resin? So I think when you deplete one of their health, I think is the right way to say that. Once you deplete one of their health, you have I think about 20 seconds to kill the other one. Let's give this one more shot, and then we'll do we'll grab Benhart. Otherwise, there's a boss in the Sunken King DLC that I'm going to bring him in for to complete his quest. I could also try dark orbing them, but I think against bosses that don't fly around, that are melee bosses, it's better to just... Keep an eye on the other one, please. Yeah, that's what we need to look out for. Nice, got them both. Thrown Defender has way more HP now. What? Oh, it's tough but fair. Dark Souls, tough but fair. That's what they say. Except when you get hit by something like clearly a mile away. Again, you just want to play it really safe and ensure that you're not going to get hit by the other one. Out of stamina, out of stamina. Again, let's have patience here. I could hit the white one when he comes in for these attacks, but it's just not worth... Oh, their pine resin runs... I didn't realize the pine resin would run out. I could probably use just like a consumable to increase my magic defense and such. No good. The other one will be so much easier to kill if we get rid of the white one, the Watcher, I think. It's the Watcher, right? The Defender's the slow one. Dude, the dodges by them. What gods? Keep in mind, our weapon is also terribly slow, so I'm taking a huge risk every time I want to take a swing. You motherfucker. Roll! Okay, we're good, we're good. God damn it. Sip. That was pretty good. Throne Watcher's just about dead. Now, if we take out... Well, it doesn't matter which one we really take out now, I think. We'll go ahead and get him. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Nice. Okay. We timed that pretty well. If you go into this blind and don't realize that they both come back, then you might have problems. Excellent. So this is the last room of the game. Again, so the last boss would spawn here. I think technically that's the throne up there. I'm not sure. The Throne of Want. Then the last boss would spawn, and then the super secret last boss. He's not really that secret, but... You thought this was a family-friendly stream? Demonetized! Okay, so let's go back and talk to Kale and get his gear, then we can finish Navlan's quest, and we don't have to be hollow anymore once we finish that. Because he only talks to you if you're hollow. I don't know if you finish his quest if he'll only talk to you if you're hollow after that. See you later, Bixba. Thanks for stopping by and telling us all about Legends of Arcane over and over and over again. Jayborino Smash. I love this sword. I could also try the Roaring Halberd, but I don't have enough to upgrade it completely.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it. It seems that all the flames have been lit. It makes me feel somehow... Wait, what am I doing here? Who are you again? Fate brought us together for a reason. Take these, and may they help you on your travels.
Cool.
It seems that... Wait, who...
Okay, so of course, pretty much every NPC quest ends with them going hollow. It's pretty depressing, really. Okay. Now we go back and talk to Navlan. Navlan. So these NPCs are lucky. He wanted us to kill them. Wait till you see who the third NPC he wants us to kill is. Are you just spamming gibberish and tagging me? Please stop. Okay. No, not Shrine of Amana. We never want to go back to Shrine of Amana. Good God. What a nightmare of a place. Actually, we will go back to Shrine of Amana, interestingly enough. There is something we have to do there. How many bosses left? There's 2 or 3 in each DLC, so at least, I would say at least 6. Plus the last boss, plus the super secret last boss. But otherwise, I think we've done, unless I'm forgetting something in this game, in the base game, I think we've done virtually everything. Especially now that we're about to complete Navlan's quest, we've completed everyone else's except Benhart's, which I'll be able to do in one of the DLCs. Are you planning on playing DS3 as well? I'd like to. I don't own it yet. I haven't bought it. I went to buy it the other day when I finished Dark Souls 2 the first time. I'm like, gotta go to 3, and then I realized it was super expensive, so I'm like, I'll wait.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it. Now let's discuss our next mark. I want you to kill one more. Your target is Felkin the Hexer. As proof, bring me that peculiar scepter of his. What do you say?
Well, we're getting invaded, so yeah, sure.
Yes, but he...
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that because... Falcon, he wants the Sunset Staff, which we're using right now, so clearly that's not going to be a problem. Oh, okay. Alright. He was behind me. That's cool. Backstabs. Ah! Ah! The pike! I refuse. I refuse. Oh, that guy did not have a lot of health. We could have killed him. I was just, I got hit really quick early on. Because I did... How did he get behind me, actually? I was at Navlan. Where did he come from? Alright, so we've got the Sunset Staff, and then there is actually a fourth. I forgot about Falcon, actually. But that's not a problem. He wants the Sunset Staff, which we got for free. If you're exclusively a melee character, so if you don't have enough points into Int and Faith, there's no way to get the Sunset Staff from Falcon without killing him, actually. Or you could always respec with a Lord Vessel in order to get the stats to get it for free. Wait for the Bandai Namco Steam sale, then buy it? Yeah, but, like, when is that supposed to be? Oh, we had so many souls. Good lord.
Fine work. This is my thanks. Take it. Now let's discuss something of importance. You could kill a dozen like that, and it wouldn't matter. I want you to kill someone of import. I want you to kill the girl in Majula, known as the Muse. They say that she is the last firekeeper, but they say a lot of things. That she's a gentle shepherd, lighting the way for you cursed fools. Nonsense. Once she is dead, I will have no regrets, and I will be content to remain here. The girl will have a peculiar feather. Bring it to me. Now
So
go
she
along.
gives you the feather just for finishing this here and getting into Dragon Eyrie, which is a replacement for Homeward Bones. So that's another. We don't have to kill her. You get it for free if you progress the game enough.
Yes. That's the feather. Good. Oh, that is very good. Your reward. Take it.
Excellent. So those are things you can only get.
You've been good.
Those are things you can only get when you finish this quest.
These are for you.
Nice.
Don't mind the spec. Now I am.
I don't know what the Chaos Hood does, but
Now I will.
okay. He sells some goofy sets. Thunder Quartz Ring we don't need. Crimson Water's pretty good. And we already have those spells. Okay, so we're done, and I see Tox here like, screw this guy asking us to kill the Emerald Herald. Agreed, but we killed none of the, we didn't actually kill any of the people he wanted us to. He gave us spells because he was tricked, and now we'll remain in jail for all eternity. So, if anything, I would say that there's not much worse of a fate. He just doesn't know it because we didn't actually kill those people. Alright, let's spend our souls. We might be able to get 2 levels out of this. See you later, Asha. Thanks for sticking around.
Bearer of the curse.
The real boss of this game
I
is
will
Jester
await
Thomas. When he shows
until
up in the Sunken King DLC, he is just a fucking nightmare. He really is. Oh, look at how close we are. I need to go kill one thing. Can I kill the pigs? Let's kill the pigs that are in Majula. So I think next we'll do the Giant's Memories. Actually, no. I think we'll start the DLC. I don't know what order I want to do it in. Oh, thanks. Jester Thomas is the game's lack of pyromancers. There's a pyromancer in the Chasm of the Abyss that was causing me problems.
Bearer.
Okay, we also don't need to be hollow anymore, so I can just use an effigy. Oh my god, I'm 20 souls away. 24 souls away. He's helpful with Baneful Queen at Earthen Peak. Yeah, he's awesome. He can solo that boss. The thing is, the boss is so easy that it's kind of silly to even bother summoning someone in. I'm trying to think, I did some other stuff off camera. What was it? I've mostly just been co-oping with the Agape ring on so that I don't over-level myself. Okay, there we go. Because I think I'd be able to get all the achievements quite easily. I should be able to get all the sorceries, miracles. The hardest one to get is all the miracles you need to be level 3 with the
Bearer of the until
sunlight covenant, which requires 30 sunlight medals, which means you have to either farm them up, which is really, really rare and time-consuming, or co-op. But it's hard to co-op in this game because people aren't really playing it as much. But we can keep an eye out for Sun Bros. Okay. Humanity restored. Oh, here's the other thing I meant to show, and I didn't. So if we go back to Iron Keep real quick, this will be real short. Make a quick detour so that we can pick up the last covenant in the game. I also used Flash Sweat and ran through all the lava to pick up the chests that were here, you may recall. That there were chests, I did that off screen. It wasn't that hard, but it was actually harder to clear the areas out to get there in the first place. Hello, sir. 519 damage per Dark Orb is pretty good. Whoa, okay, alright, alright. So many Elan Knights. So you remember this merchant? And we also picked up a petrified dragon egg that was in Dragon Eyrie.
Well?
I came and gave it to this guy, and now he allows us to enter the Dragon Remnants Covenant. It's just like the Dragon Covenant in the first game, where you put down a thing on the ground, and it prompts people to duel you, and if you win, then you get dragon scales, and then you give them to this guy. Okay.
Very well. No pressure.
Cool. So now let's get out of here. I'm not going to stay in the Dragon Remnants Covenant. It's just, now I've officially joined every single covenant. That's really all that means. Before I forget, I'm going to go and rejoin the Sun Covenant, just so that I can throw down my symbol if I ever want to co-op some more. If I don't do it now, I'll probably forget. So again, should we do the Giants, Memories of the Giants, or start the DLC? I feel like the Giants memories are best left for the end of the game, but if you do them too late, then you won't get all the lore from Vendrick. So we could do all the Giants memories and then confront Vendrick, or we just start the DLC just to get it going. What do y'all think? Let me know. I think we could at least do the Sunken King DLC, then do the Giant Memories, confront Vendrick, and then do the other 2 DLCs. Okay, let's Boneward out. So what do y'all want to see? Let me know. Giants Memories and Vendrick, or start the DLC? Because I honestly am completely ambivalent. We're going to do Sunken King DLC first. You want Vendrick lore? If we want to do Vendrick lore, that means we have to do the Giants Memories first. Which I'm kind of cool doing, because that means we're doing everything in the vanilla game first. And then the DLC, which makes sense, and then the final boss. So, I don't know. That does strike me as a good way to go about things. Okay, so we have to get to all the giants. You may recall where they are. You might remember that these hollow soldiers are just beating the shit out of one of them up here. One of them's here, one of them's behind the king's door, and one of them is behind the pursuer. 1v1 Vendrick with giant souls? I don't even think that's possible. You need at least 3 before you do any damage to him, I'm pretty sure. Memory of Vamar. One cannot reside within the memory for long. So we're in the past now. This is actually these Giants memories are short but really cool. I'm glad they're in the game.
What are you doing here? You are not one of our soldiers, and I don't take you for a mercenary. Whoever you are, this is no battle to involve yourself in. Whether you are guided by bravery or brashness, this is no place for you. I am Drummond, and the Lord has placed this fort in my hands. Whoever you are, I forgive your trespass, but leave this place immediately. Just mention my name, and no man will challenge your exit. And even if you don't, by now, my men have not the will to resist.
Oh yeah, there is a Benhart summit for the Giant Lord.
Soon, the Giants will descend upon this fort. It is revenge for the kingdom's misguided barbarism. The Venerable Lord built this kingdom to bring prosperity to his subjects. What has transformed him so, I cannot imagine. Long ago, the king crossed the seas, pillaged the land of giants, and brought back a prize. It was then that the golems materialized. The giants are no ordinary barbarians. A singular rage burns within their hearts. My father and his father both fought the giants on this very land. The giants have wills of steel. They cannot find it within themselves to forgive the misdeeds of our Lord. Did you see him? That towering monster among them. That is most certainly their king. He will be a thing to topple. Even if I should die trying.
This guy's got a lot to say.
My blade may break, my arrows fall wide, but my will shall never be broken. Those who live by the sword will die by it. And I, Drummond, won't go down without drawing mine. Be gone with you. This fort will soon fall. Be gone before the giants are entirely upon us.
Hurrah!
Be gone with you.
Okay.
Be gone.
So yeah, we're just kind of in a memory of a time. It's just like we sort of time travel backwards to experience what it was like when the giants were pissed and attacking this land. But we're very powerful right now, so I don't think we're going to struggle too much. I mean, you can also find loot and take it back with you, so it's just vague on how this even works, but it doesn't really matter to me. It's fun and it's cool. This whole area is basically Forest of the Fallen Giants. How dare you poison me, sir? But this is why Drangleic is all fucked up now. And if you look closely, you can tell that we're in certain areas of Forest of the Fallen Giants. We could just let them kill each other. So there's only a certain amount of time you can spend in here, so in retrospect, no, we should not just watch it happen. We should get going. So these aren't the hollow soldiers. These are like actual soldiers of Drangleic. But we're just killing them now, because why not, you know? Please don't throw fire at me. What? It's kicking me out. Oh, it's because we talked to Drummond forever. Okay. So it's timed, unfortunately. Yeah, see these trees? They're like dead giants that became trees. That's what Melentius says, is that the giants become trees, which is cool. Anyway, now that we don't have to talk to Drummond, we can just get this show on the road. That's kind of funny how, like, if you want to talk to this guy and listen to his really long, drawn-out shit, then it actually kicks you out of the memory too fast. That actually seems like a bug. Do you think DS2 is the weakest Souls game in the series? Oh, I saw you ask that earlier. Sorry, I meant to respond, but we were listening to Captain Drummond. Oh my god. Oh my god! I thought we two-shot him. I don't know. I haven't played Dark Souls 3, but the thing about Dark Souls 2 is I've enjoyed it after I put in a ton of time in my first playthrough. So, like, I really like it now, but I really hated it on my first playthrough until the very end. This is the wrong way. It's hard to explain. I think the learning curve on it, and it's so different from the others, which I applaud. I like that they took some chances to change things, but I think that they kept some of the worst stuff and changed some of the best stuff. So I do feel that it's the weakest in the series if you're approaching it straight after playing the first game. After you put in a lot of time, like I've put in, at this point, between this playthrough and my first one, it's probably been about 100 hours. Once you put in that time, I really enjoy it. I think the PvP is its strongest aspect. So much better than the first game. Because it's not just like backstab fest. Okay, let's try this again. I've just stopped responding to people asking about Legends of Arcane. My PC was busted. This is the last time I'm going to explain this. My PC was busted. I'm waiting on a cable to be able to transfer my save games. Until that happens, I'm not recording my normal video schedule. I expect to be able to restart later this week. I left this on a comment in previous videos so people could see it. Wow, that was a good kick. Stop kicking! Oh my god! Fucking kicking is just the worst. There we go. But I do feel like these Giants memories are pretty strong parts of this game. They're really fun and just interesting. And just, again, also different. I like how Captain Drummond was like, just say my name and my soldiers won't bother you. And we're just like, no, let's just kill them. We're just going to kill your soldiers instead. How does that sound? Even if you kill the Giants and leave the soldiers alone, the soldiers still try to kill you. I tested this out. Okay. Alright. Should have healed before I did that. That was risky. Just run past everyone? Nah, dog. Uh-oh. Oh! Ho, 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 ho! Alright. That's not how I play this game. I kill the stuff so that I can then loot everything. I think we want to go in there ultimately. A 13th anomaly. Don't need those. Okay, let's try to get to the end and grab the giant soul before this ends. Anything? Bueller? There's no Dragon Covenant in DS3. Obviously, that makes it the weakest in the series. Hopefully we don't run out of time here again just because I'm picking up all this shit. Soul of a great hero. Please stop. You know, I saved your lives. Granted, I did kill your comrades, but, like, I graciously saved your lives and you're shooting at me, so please stop that. Is there anything else up here? Looks like no. Yeah, what does the Dragon Covenant do? It's the same thing. You can put down a summoning sign to challenge. It's like a red soapstone, basically, except whoever wins gets a dragon scale, which you can then use to level up your covenant. Yikes. Okay, that might just one-shot us if we're not careful. Alrighty. So we're done with this zone. The first memory. There's 3 total. Soul of a great hero. Lots of souls there. Soul of a giant. So there's 5 of these in the game. We got one from the Ancient Dragon by killing the Ancient Dragon. We got one from killing the remaining giants under Black Gulch. And then we got one just now for this. We'll get one for each of the remaining memories as well.